Do not worry, it is not Dark Zone exclusive. There will be other sources for those things. We would never want to make it so you have to go into the Dark Zone to get that.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Straight off the bat, I just gotta say, it's amazing how we as a community managed to change their opinion. From the previous state of the game, they were certain that the DZ was the place for the best gear to drop in the open world. I'm not talking about raids here, I'm talking about the open world. They talked about the DZ being a more difficult form of PvE content, and that the power creep of your gear should come from there and there only. Terry specifically mentions this, the big bald giant mugman. Even I myself was preparing for the inevitable of this game just going down the sad path that the first game went through.
So yeah, we're allowing players to power creep over the max gear score if they go into the Dark Zone.
Right.
And there's no other place in the game that you can get, 515 or anything over 500. So the Dark Zone will be where you go to get that little last ounce of power for other activities.
We changed this. Look at how certain they were when talking about this. There is no other place in the game you can go to get gear score above 500 loot except for the Dark Zone. We changed this. We did. 180-degree turn in direction.
Go into the Dark Zone.
Right.
And there's no other place in the game that you can get, 515 or anything over 500. So
We would never want to make it so you have to go into the Dark Zone to get that.
180-degree turn, guys. 180-degree turn. Massive has repeatedly expressed that our feedback to them is very important. And so far, they haven't let us down. Which again, credit given where credit is due. Yes, skill builds are broken. Build diversity is shit. Yes, I am too upset about that. But their communication is extremely commendable. Within a week, we managed to change their minds. A week, or perhaps even less. This is not insignificant and should not be glossed over in any way. The majority of high-end Division 2 content creators are PvP players, of which the majority of the content they produce is PvP orientated. I'm not saying that they didn't vouch against the 515 exclusive to the DZ thing, but what I'm saying is that the PvE community was on the losing end here from the get-go, in terms of the sheer volume of feedback that we could give, together with the lack of Division 2 PvE YouTube celebrities. Is there even one? I have no idea. But anyway, especially for those of us that exclusively PvE. Thank you so much to all of you that voiced your concerns and gave proper feedback. Thank you. Never go silent. If you don't agree with something, sound out. I'm not saying that we should keep whining and crying bloody murder. Although, that can be good sometimes in appropriate doses. No. But we should keep flooding the available feedback channels, Twitter, Reddit, their Discord, with our passionate disapproval and constructive feedback about what can be done about the current systems. If you don't agree with the nerfs to the talents, like Berserk needing 11 raids and so on, retweet an existing tweet about it. If you don't like the recalibration system and you have your own personal ideas about how to change it, write a constructive post on Reddit about it. If you just can't stand the current inventory management nightmare, keep pointing it out that it's directly affecting your enjoyment of the game. I fully believe that there's nothing wrong with posts being repetitive. Reddit being flooded with complaints about this exclusive DZ515 thing is definitely a huge contributor to what made them sit up and say, okay, shit, we've got pitchforks at our door right now, we gotta do something about this, and quick. Again, no one is saying we should be throwing tantrums and hurling personal insults. But there is strength in numbers, in anything in life, really. The devs are human, like you, like me. Sometimes they make mistakes. Sometimes they need to get their stubbornness smacked the living shit out of them. Sometimes they need to realize that their grand vision may not always align with what's in the best interest of us, the players. But also, just as importantly, they too have feelings. They too are working hard. They too, like I just said, are human. Don't personally attack them when giving feedback. Attack their actions, their vision, and their systems, but not them. Feedback can be emotional and passionate, but it should never ever be hurtful. Never stop letting your views be heard. The worst thing that we can do is to go silent about an issue that we're all passionate about. Thank you again to all those that gave feedback about this DZ issue. There will be many more issues to come down the road as the devs continue to develop this amazing game. I hope we can count on each other to make it the best looter-shooter RPG in a long time. If you enjoyed this, make sure to check out my other Division 2 videos. You may just find something in them that may brighten your day. As always, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in DC.